Okay, we're going to be taking our rig now and applying a facial rig to her. This is the same rig we just finished in the last lesson. You see it's still all hooked up. Ooh, don't do that. There we go. And if, unfortunately what we want to do here is come up to skin and unbind the skin. So now it's not connected anymore. Don't worry, we'll put it back. Okay, so we're going to concentrate on rigging the face. And the first thing we're going to start off with is the jaw. So I'm going to create a new layer over here and add the skin to the layer. And template it so I can see what I'm doing. So in a side view, it's easier to add joints. So I'm going to, we're going to need one that goes from here down to here and then out here to control the jaw. But I'm going to only create this part of it. And then we'll parent it later and that'll connect. That'll make the other connection. I'll name this one jaw. And I'm going to also, these are kind of big, so I'm going to go into my display, animation joint size. I'm going to reduce the joint size so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, now if we go to a front view, thank you, we can see that that's right in the middle of her jaw. Great. So once I have that done, we're going to need some for her lips and some for her eyebrows and some for her eyelids and some for her eyes. And we can just keep copying this one if we want. So I can control this, bring it over here. I just need this one to control her lips. And I'll need another one on top. Good. Top. M for middle. Bottom. M for middle. And then I can select both of those. And I kind of need to see what I'm doing here, so I'm going to take this out of template mode. And copy those, move them over here and rotate them. And these will control the side of the mouth. This will control the middle part of the mouth. Go to a front view. Something like that. And don't worry if it's not like spot on, perfect accurate. We can control the, whatchamacallit, we can control the skinning, so how much skin is attached to each of these, just so long as they're in these general sort of areas. Great. Okay. Back to our right view. We can select this one again. and then I can copy it and move it up here. And so I'm going to set one up for the eyes right now. So the eyes, you can see here are these half circles. So the bone needs to pivot from the back of the half circle in order for the eye to kind of look around correctly. And we are actually going to need to skin the eye and attach it to this bone later on, but we'll do that. We'll get to that. We'll just set it up right now. I want to move it over so it's right in the middle of the eyeball. There. Oops, I moved the front, not the back. Gotta move them both. Great. Oh, I didn't copy it. Turn it. Hold on. You get back over here. Eyes aren't really centered, are they? Okay. This needs to be eye right. Okay, so now we're going to need to make eyelids that close. And we have eye right and eye left. Check things out here. Hold on a second. Her eye. This will make our eyes equal. I think this one got moved somehow. So we just make sure these line up perfectly. And then we can make sure these line up perfectly. I think we're good. Okay, so we'll select these. Hit Control D again. I'll move these out a little bit front, and I'm going to rotate them up. I'm going to select these, copy them, move them down so that they grab this part. And they don't need to grab it like, it doesn't need to be like a wrench on it. It just, this skin needs to be attached to this bone. So if we move this bone up and down, if we translate it, it'll move the eyelids. And once again, we'll be able to dial that in a better way. So select that one. This is eyelid top left. Eyelid bottom left. Eyelid bottom right. It's too much. I selected too much. Eyelid top right. All right. We're getting there. So now we've got the lips all ready to go. The eyes are ready to go. The eyelids are ready to go. Back to our right view. And we just need some eyebrows. So once again, I'm going to select these ones. Copy them. The eyebrows can be kind of funny. If you want to, you can actually attach one bone, the eyebrow to one bone, and then you can just rotate it this way or this way in order to get it, or up or down, in order to get a lot of emotion out of it. Some people put one here and one here, and then you have to move them individually, but they seem to stay on the face a little better. So, but for now, we'll just do these two. And if you feel like that's not enough, you can go back and add another one later. Okay, so now we got all this face stuff done. How do we hook it up? Good question. So some of this stuff goes back to the head bone there. So like the eyes, they get parented back to this. And the eyelids, they get parented back to the head bone too. And the eyebrows, they get parented back to the head bone too. And the top lips, they get parented back to the head bone as well, because your top lip doesn't really move with your jaw. But the jaw bones, they get parented to, or the bottom lip bones get parented to the jawbone. And then the jawbone gets parented to the head. And so it gets kind of messy. But don't worry about it. There's a great way of controlling this through set-driven keys that we're going to use, and we won't have to worry about it. Cool. All right, so that's the face done. So let's, while we're in here, add some a joint to the hair here so we can make the hair wiggle. I'm going to hit Control D with that selected. It's already a hair bone, and I'm going to translate that down. Oh, that's not going to work. It's too far away. All right, we'll make a new bone. Right. I don't want to get into this mess here. So I'm going to kind of do this, mimic that shape there. Hair left lower. Oops. I'm going to want to take that. Copy that over here. Rearrange those bones a little bit. Hair right lower. Don't need the one. That one and that one also get parented to this. Right now we'll be able to control those tendrils because they're kind of accidentally attached to the body here. Okay, so let's look at this. We have the lips attached, the jaw attached, and when I select the jaw, I'm able to move the lower lips. Should go like that. Great. The head is here, and the eyebrows and the eyes attached. So now it's just a matter of dialing in the skinning. Now it will do a pretty good job of grabbing all this. but we'll definitely have to go in and do some skin weighting. So let's go ahead and grab our mesh and put the skin back on.